Remember that teammate thing I said about behind Elliott? He decided he needed to be on the bottom. That's a Chevrolet teammate. I mean, not a company teammate.
Oh, we got trouble. Tyler Reddick in the 42. That's Ryan Reed. Garrett Smithley through the grass. Spencer Gallagher gets a piece of it.
Oh, and they're still wrecking. William Byron. Kevin, you said it. You talk about mistakes on pit road, and look where that put Byron.
Yeah, you have to do everything you can to not make the little mistakes to try to avoid all this, because you never know when it's going to happen, and you're safer towards the front.
There's Spencer Gallagher with some serious damage.
Jeremy Clements. Saw at least 2 rookies involved in that. Cole Custer, Spencer Gallagher, both got damage. Now keep in mind, by NASCAR's new rules, if you can't drive your car back to pit road, you go to the garage, done for the day. And for any one of these cars that goes to pit road, you will immediately be put on the 5-minute clock at pit entry. Let's listen in and see if we can figure out what happened.
Splitter through the grass. I don't know how bad it is. Splitter through the grass, nothing else. Maybe a little bit of right rear, but not bad, I don't think. You're going to have to tell me on the splitter because I can't see it.
Wow.
That's from Brad Keselowski, who had lost all that track position.
Adam, that's close to half the field that got some damage. They started wrecking off turn 2. It didn't stop till they got to turn 3. Big damage for Jeremy Clements. See some trouble for Tyler Reddick. The 2 car of Austin Dillon is back on pit road. Matt, what happened to Austin? Damage?
And yes, sir. Terry Spalding, the right front changer, when he went to pull the tire off, it popped out some of the nose that had been pushed in. Then he took a hammer. He beat out the rest of it. Now looking inside to see if there's any other damage. A lot of grass sucked up inside that wheel well opening for the 2.
Now they'll have to perform their repairs in less than 5 minutes or they'll be out of the race.
Spencer Gallagher's truck teammate Kaz Gralla won here last night at Daytona in the Truck Series. His day is going to end early, as is fellow rookie Cole Custer, who's climbing from his car. He will be done for the afternoon. Chris?
And Brad Keselowski working his way down pit lane. Spent a little bit of time in the box, and you can see a big piece of tape there in front of that right rear wheel. Overall, the car looked pretty good. He thought maybe a little bit of damage to the splitter, but I took a look at it. It looked good. So just that right rear, a little bit of damage there, but it looked like the team got it fixed.
So Keselowski is away, and I saw Garrett Smithley, Austin Dillon also pulling off a pit road there.
You got to figure this has to do with a push gone wrong. On a restart, just trying to help a guy get his momentum, and you hit them too hard, and around they go.
Watch the 42.
Off of the bumper. Of the 24 of Scott Lagasse, it looked like. And then they just kept wrecking at him. I'm surprised they couldn't get them woed down. That happened right near the front of the field.
Yeah, and I think what happened there is the 42 was almost going down, and it's like the car behind him, the 24, just got him off center in the bumper, and it just hooked him to the right as he was pushing him.
We saw the same thing last night in the Truck Series on lap 1. A bump draft gone wrong. And watch these guys just trying their best to work their way through this mess.
At 42 is Tyler Reddick, driving for Chip Ganassi. Going to share that ride this season with Kyle Larson.
1 out front, 1 inside.
What a job of driving that was.
Good job, buddy. Big
Daniel Suarez just snaking his way through there.
Woohoo! Third caution of the day at Daytona. Going to put the red flag out. 5 laps to go in stage 1 here at the World Center of Racing. Again, one of the reasons why I'm sure NASCAR would love to get this cleaned up so we can go green to end stage 1. Only 5 laps remaining, and I'm having a hard time believing we're only 25 laps in, because it feels like we have had so much happen in this season opener for the NASCAR Xfinity Series. There's a look at Scott Lagasse. He was behind Tyler Reddick when this accident began moments ago.
My bad there. 42, sorry. I thought I had him squared up. Simple. I mean, nobody was tight in front of him. Not sure what just happened there, to be honest with you.
So when we come up here to the broadcast booth on a Saturday afternoon, we just want a little something to work with, right?
Brain told my hands and my feet what to do. I don't know what happened. It just happened.
Well, that was great communication between the brains and the hands and the feet. What is the car's handling like out there? I know you didn't pit there. You're on the older tires. Are you still getting a good grip of the road?
Yeah, my car is fine. I feel like my 18 Juniper Toyota Camry is been pretty strong, actually.
I've watched in the middle of your screen.
Wow.
42 of Tyler Reddick goes outside, and with the field bunched up on the restart, nowhere for anyone to go. Let's go on board with Eric Almirola.
And watch the job this cat does. Look at that. The whole world's right in front of him, and around he goes, but no serious damage.
Brad Keselowski, who led a number of laps early, got shuffled out of the draft, lost track position. He did make a trip down pit road to get some damage repaired. 5 laps to go in the opening stage when we return.
Lead.
And we got a report now that we're back up to speed. All the drivers that came down pit road, went on the 5-minute clock, have met minimum speed, so their 5-minute clock is gone. Good news for them, and what a hard hit. Brandon Jones nose first into the outside wall.
Oh, man. That's a shame. Look at the cars. Brad Keselowski sneaks through again. Ryan Sieg's going to make it. But Brandon Jones, Daniel Suarez, Bubba Wallace. Look at Algire's car.
I'm going to tell you what, guys, that was a hard hit. Head on.
Wicked.
Couple hard hits.
Darrell Wallace Jr. sitting up against the wall. It's like a little movement there inside Allgaier's machine. Eric Jones, Daniel Hemrick. My goodness, are we going to have any cars left? Back-to-back big ones at Daytona.
Wow. That's carnage.
Window net is down for Daniel Suarez. Same for Justin Allgaier. That's the first sign from a driver that they're going to be able to climb from the car under their own power. Good signal to the medical workers.
That's the head and neck restraint device he took off. Connects this helmet to your body so that you don't get whiplash, and it looks like it did its job.
Eric Jones climbing out. Good sign there. Window net was down for the rookie Daniel Hemrick. That's positive. It's Darrell Wallace Jr. back behind him in that purple machine. You saw his window net was down. He was moving around. So good signs so far as you look at all of these race cars.
Oh, Hemrick slides up the track, gets into Allgaier.
Jones hit it once, rebounded, got hit again, and turned once more. Exact same location into the wall.
Michael, I don't know if he got loose right there, if he was going up to get a side draft, or what really happened to the 21 right there to cause him to go up the track.
And possibly could he have hit some of that speedy dry maybe, and it made him just change lanes all so slightly, but you can see he's heading in the wrong direction when they come into turn 3.
I've been here before, and you go in there and you feel like you can't turn the wheel. You've been into turn 3 a lot where you feel like you can't turn the wheel, and it looks like it might be a similar situation to that, but he just goes up.
On board with Daniel Suarez.
11 still with you. Keep digging, keep digging, keep digging. We're in it, guys. We're in it here. Got hit from behind and nosed up to the fence. A lot of front damage. You all right, bud?
Listen to the violence of a super speedway crash.
Front.
This is Brad Keselowski.
Back up high, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, back up, go. Easy, easy, easy. Middle, 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 middle. You're going right corner, back it down, back it down. Middle lane's clear, middle lane's clear, middle lane's clear.
Wow. I mean, Brad was involved in that last crash, so he was so far behind this one, it allowed him to get slowed down, and a great job by his spotter, Joey Meyer, to walk him through it. Let's go back to real-time speed, and you will really get a feel for the violence of that hit. My.
Brandon Jones, 2 hard, or excuse me. Yeah, Brandon Jones, 2 hard hits.
Guys, and Michael, you know this, there is no worse impact than getting clipped in the right rear and head on into the wall, whether it's in the corner, down the straightaway, because you're really not ready for it.
No.
You know, first off, because you can't really tell that it's coming because you can't see it in front of you. It all happens on the right rear, and the next thing you know, you're just nose first into the wall. So those are humongous hits, and I think as you look at the safety of our sport, these guys are very, very lucky to have it.
So Allgaier gets from his car and walks down the banking at Daytona. It's our 4th caution of the afternoon. A hard hit for Brandon Jones. 9 cars involved in this one. It's still stage 1 at Daytona. FS1 has race day at 11. And at 1 p.m. Eastern time, we switch over to Fox. You can watch it all at Fox Sports Go. Today, it's the Xfinity Series. Aerial coverage provided by Goodyear. Everything they learn making tires for the grueling demands of NASCAR inspires what rolls into yours. Goodyear, the official tire of NASCAR. 40 cars in today's race, and only 13 have avoided being involved in an accident. And at the top of that board is Elliott Sadler. The reason he's on top here is because, once again, we did our list numerically, but he also leads this race and is in position to win stage 1. A nice start to 2017 for the driver out of Emporia, Virginia.
Hardest working folks at the track today is a cleanup crew. Never seen so much speedy dry go down. Done a nice job of getting the track back raceable.
I was going to talk about how the complexion had changed after the first accident. It's a good thing I didn't say anything, because now the complexion has changed tremendously with only 13 cars that haven't been damaged.
For drivers, though, you get all amped up. First time this year to get behind the wheel and go compete. And now you have the incidents, which has got to weigh on your mind. But number 2, because... All right, we're going to step aside. Still cleaning things up at Daytona. Not even 30 laps in, and already our 2nd red flag of the afternoon.
Wave on, and then we see our first big wreck of the day.
Yeah, one driver made a mistake. Scott Lagacy in the 24 gets into Tyler Reddick in the 42, and 18 drivers involved in this wreck right here.
It would not be the only one that we saw in such a short period of time, because then on lap 29, rookie Daniel Hemrick gets loose and gets into Justin Allgaier. That turns pole sitter Brandon Jones, and a hard hit by Jones.
At this point, we only have 13 drivers that has not been involved in an accident.
Yeah, a lot of guys. 40 cars started this race, and Jamie Little is standing by at the Infield Care Center. Jamie?
And Justin Allgaier was one of the first cars hit there. Was there anything on the track that you felt, any speedy, dry, anything that led to that?
No, I'm not really sure what happened. You know, I think it's just circumstances, and you know, we're racing really hard, obviously, to get the end of that first segment, and such a shame. And we had a really good Brent Professional Agriculture Chevy. We were trying to make our way up there towards the front, and that was a hard hit, probably one of the hardest that I've taken in my NASCAR career. But I can't thank everybody back at Junior Motorsports enough. The Hendrick Chassis Shop for building safe race cars, all of our safety gear partners, Simpson and Steel Helmets. You know, when you take a hit like that and you see the kind of damage that it does to the cars, you know, to be able to pop out and walk away is really something incredible. But we've had a tough week. We had one of our friends and crew members on our dirt car get hit at the dirt track a few days ago, and he's been recovering in the hospital. So our thoughts and prayers are with him today. And we wanted to get a little bit better finish for that, to be able to kind of cheer up spirits, and unfortunately we're going home early.
Glad you're okay, though. Chris?
Yeah, Bubba Wallace also cleared from the infield care center. And Bubba, you were a couple rows back there on that replay. Anything you can do in that situation?
No, not really. We probably just like the new boy band group all walking out together out of the infield care center. That's never good. But just kind of biding our time there. I've kind of put us in that spot there early. I was second or leading the outside line there early with Elliott behind me, and the 88 came up so fast, and I just kind of bailed out, and obviously they pulled team orders, so kind of fell back, kind of making our way up through there, and it's just crazy. You know, all of us were talking there while we had our little mediation there. It's crazy how fast or how hard some of those guys are racing, but I'm okay. It's hard hit, but I've had a couple of those, but we're all good. Just hate it for my Lidos team. We were making some ground there. I thought we had a decent car, just kind of biding our time. Really wanted to make it to the end of the race. Can't believe it's only lap 29, second red flag already. So these stages, they are some hype, and some of the drivers are trying to get after it. But we're okay. Having a Coke with you. We'll go on to Atlanta, and we'll be all right there.
Thanks, Bella. Jamie?
And Daniel Hemrick in the 21 had a great day going for the rookie, top 5, and then all of a sudden it was over. What happened? What did you feel?
Yeah, it's tough there. Obviously, sitting there on that red flag with all the oil and everything that got put down. We went back green and felt like we were just trying to bide our time to get through that first segment. And we got down to 3 under speed. And as soon as I turned in the corner, I was kind of just on ice and went straight. And I got up into the 7, I think it is. I haven't got to see the replay, and first time getting to see it here. And as that happened, it was just a matter of trying to gather it back up. It just hated for everybody that got caught up with us. But huge thanks to everybody at Smoky Mountain for coming on board with us and help us here at Daytona. And we'll have them back with us at a couple select races this year, and hopefully we can give them the run they deserve.
Glad you're okay. We'll see you in Atlanta. Chris?
Well, Daniel Suarez, looks like you're okay. That's good to see. You had a chance to see that replay right there. What'd you see?
I just feel like we're racing too hard. It's too early. You know, I don't really know what happened exactly. I have to see the replay slowly, but I feel like we have to be a little bit more smart than that. I just feel like you know, that it's a long race, and we should be a little bit more smart.
Thanks, Daniel. Jamie?
And Eric Jones was just seeing that for the very first time. How was it out there up to that point? How were the guys racing around you? You were kind of mid-pack and moving all around.
Yeah, we've been kind of mid-pack most of the day there, and we'd finally gotten up towards the front right before that wreck, and everybody was really aggressive. Obviously, at times a little bit over-aggressive, but the high-sense Camry was okay. You know, we had to wait and see really if I think we would have had a shot to win. We were handling pretty good in the hot conditions. It was slick out there for sure, but you know, sometimes it just doesn't work out here. And we did all we could to be aggressive and try to make our way to the front to stay ahead of the wrecks. It just didn't work out.
All right, we'll see Eric Jones in his first Daytona 500 tomorrow. Shannon.
Thanks, Jamie. Glad to see those guys walk out of the infield care center. And remember, NASCAR this year has a dedicated medical staff that travels to all of the Monster Energy NASCAR Cup weekends. Also, new concussion protocol. So certainly, good thing for those guys to get tested out, checked out. Yeah, hard.
That nose will rob that trash away from the grill. He'll have to try that. Keep his eye on the gauge and make sure the temperatures don't get out of control.
Yeah, and so what he wants to do is he wants to get right on the back bumper of that 88. And as soon as he gets there, it'll almost become dead air. And
oh, there it is. The best car we thought all day long in a bump drafting mistake just went into the wall.
Number of big cars taken out in what is our third big crash of the afternoon. And among them, the Dominator, Elliott Sadler, who had led 40 laps and swept the first 2 stages of this race.
I'm telling you, Michael, I think what is happening here is these cars are going down the straightaway. They're high. They're higher than they used to be because they don't have all that downforce pushing on the back of the car. And they're just light in the middle of the straightaway. And that little contour in the bumpers, in just a little couple inches off one way or the other, shoots the car off.
And you know, we predicted this, Kevin. We saw instability in these cars in practice yesterday. And as you ratchet it up and head toward the checker flag, it just gets worse and worse. Austin Dillon approaching the 1, gives him a little bump, knocks him out of whack.
Even when these cars are square, they're just so light in the back that everything has to be absolutely perfect or it causes another big wreck.
You know who this caution is big for? William Byron, who didn't pit under that last caution, took the wave around. He was not going to be good on fuel. Now he will be, and right now he's scored in the top 10.
Just that easy to take the most dominant car of the day and crunch it up. And look at William Byron. You talked about him, Adam. He's off-roading through the grass. I don't think he hit anything. I don't know what kind of shape his splitter will be in, but he narrowly avoided that wreck.
So unfortunate for Elliott Sadler. You see Joey Gase, Ray Black Jr., Ryan Sieg,
Ryan Reed,
just mowing the grass down that back straightaway.
Here at Smithley.
Wow. Just happens so fast.
Very, very tough situation for Elliott Sadler, Matt.
Kevin Mendering wanted his team to try to get the right front wheel off. Take a look and see how bad the suspension pieces are up underneath that right front. Right now they're trying to peel away the bodywork. The splitter is pushed up. Now they're getting the Sawzall about 1 minute 10 seconds so far on that 5-minute clock. Well, now we got a battery issue on the Sawzall. But boy, what a car he had tonight.
There was contact with the 2 of Austin Dillon. So what are they saying there about this incident?
Yeah, I hit him way too hard. He was moving around quite a bit before that. Or I thought I hit him square enough, but it obviously came to him with too much mo.
Yeah, and that's just when these fast runs are coming, it's just like I talked before. I think with the lighter aero balance in the back of the cars, and you just have to have everything perfect. And these guys just haven't figured it all out yet as the night has gone on, that you just can't hit them that hard because it just sends them sideways.
9th caution of the day.
See the 9 car back there of William Byron blowing water out of his overflow. That's because he went through the grass, clogged up his grill, and no air is flowing to it. He needs to get that thing to pit road.
He needs to pit now or it'll be out of water and his day will be done quick.
And I believe pit road is open here. No,
even if it's closed, he needs to pit or that car is going to blow up.
Yeah. Reed up the track to block Kane. Crossover from the 88, but he cannot pull off the pass. Down the back straightaway.
What a great block by Reed. That was awesome driving there. Just barely squeezing in front of Kane.
Watch Austin Dillon in that high lane. Look at the 52 of Joey Gase right in the mix, looking for his 2nd career top 5. The other came at Talladega. Off at turn 4, Kane looks inside. Reed protecting that double yellow line. 3 wide as they come through the tri-oval behind him. Reed looking for the checkers. He's going to get his 2nd career victory at Daytona. And they're crashing as they come across the start-finish line.
It's over.
Oh my God! That is what... I love you guys. Oh my God, we're gonna celebrate. I'm gonna burn this down to the ground.
Well, you know what the great part about this one is for Ryan Reed here? Is he wanted it. He didn't know how to get it the first.
And Earnhardt on the front row. Gordon leading them to the flag. Folks, everybody's on their feet. I've been waiting for 6 months to do this. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys!